Hey friends, how's it going? Hasfa here. Listen, it's 2023 and I'm working on being much more productive with my time and my intentions. So today I'm filming my intro in the car in the pickup line to pick up Preston at his school. So today's video is all about IOD transfers. You guys know that IOD is retiring some of their transfers. So I went ahead and looked at all of them to make sure there wasn't one that I really want to stock up on before they discontinue it. And I did find one, the Lemon transfer. I really love it and I haven't worked with it. So this was a great opportunity to do so. So all the projects in today's videos are going to feature the IOD Lemon transfer, which I get from Stella Rose Boutique in Mercantile for my friend Rachel Pinsky. I will link her store in the comments below. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Let me know which one's your favorite project. All of these projects are going over to my new shop in Rosenberg, Texas at the barn door. Let's go ahead and get started. For project number one, we have this little storage tote that I thrifted a while back. Now, I have had this in my shop for quite some time because I do understand that some of you will actually like this as it is. And I actually did too. I thought it was fine as it was. However, it's sat in the shop for almost 4 months now and it hasn't sold. And I feel like it's a little more towards the fall colors anyway. And spring is coming. I'm looking to liven up the space and lighten up things. So I figured we're going to go ahead and flip this guy. We're going to give it a coat of DIY beadboard. And you can find all the paints and products on my website, PrestonAveryDesign.com. Now, the transfers I get from Stella Rose Boutique, just a quick reminder, I will link that shop in the description as well. So I'm going to give this a nice coat of paint. And once it's done, I'm going to let it dry. And then we will move on to the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and sand this using 220 grit sanding paper, and I'm just kind of hitting the edges to give it, a little more character. And I love that dark color underneath is coming out really nicely. And I don't want this to be overly distressed, so I'm just hitting the corners. And then for the flat surfaces, I'm just smoothing it out because, as you know, DIY paint is clay based, so you will have a little bit of that dust coming off, and that will help in the adhesion of your transfer. Now, once you do all of this sanding, you want to take a brush and just sweep away all the dust. That's what I normally do. I have one brush in my workshop that is designated just for doing that. Or you can take a cloth, make sure it's nice and dry because you don't want it damp. If it is wet, then you're going to reactivate that paint even further, and it's going to end up distressing more than you would have liked. So for this case, I just take a brush and I brush off the excessive dust, and then I go ahead and apply my transfer. Now, what I love about these transfers is that you can put them together or you can use them separately. And on this case, I'm taking just one sheet for the entire video. We're using just one sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and take one to apply to the front of this box. Now, I'm only doing the front and the top. It's a small box. And I feel like if we put too many transfers, it's going to get lost. So I'm just going to do the front and the back. In this case, I think less is more. Once I'm done applying my transfer, I'm going to take that 220 grit sandpaper again. What I'm doing here is just kind of smoothing out the edges so you don't see that fine line, and I'm hitting the actual transfer itself just to edge it a little bit. This makes it adhere into the surface and just blend better so it doesn't look like a transfer but rather an image that was drawn on. And I'm going to do the same thing to the top, and then this will be done and ready to sell. Now, to seal this, I'm using my favorite top coat, which is DIY Big Top. You can find it on my website as well. I'm going to take my Klingon brush and I'm going to generously put a few coats of the Big Top on here and the bottom as well. And this project is finished. I cannot wait for you guys to see how it turned out. What do you think? Alright, so the next project is this trunk. Now you guys, this trunk is actually a little sentimental to my family. Funny enough, when I was working on it, my husband came into the garage and saw it and he screamed. He's like, no, don't do it. He even offered me money for it. But you know what? It's 2023. We are letting go of things. Don't hold on to things just for the sake of holding on to them. While it is sentimental, we don't use it. It has just been collecting clutter under my bed. So I will tell you the story behind it though. It was the trunk that we used to hold our wedding programs at our wedding. We got married outside on a golf course, and so our wedding planner had this trunk and some baskets, and inside is where we had the programs. But now it's just not serving any purpose, so I think it's time to let it go. I did put it in the shop as it was and it didn't sell, so now it's going white, beadboard of course. And then we're gonna put some lemons on it. Yeah, I know, lemons in the trunk. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but you know what? I was looking for something to do with it, and I had the lemons out, and I had the paint out, so why not? And I'm sure someone out there who loves lemons would love to have this on top of their cabinets in the kitchen. I think it'll be just fine.
Just like you, who can make me feel the way you do. 'Cause if I'm the ocean, you're the rain. We only need each other, baby, you know we're the same. Let's run away. All I need is you, now and always. You and me, we don't need no one else than each other. Say what you feel. I don't even know.
Okay, you guys, don't laugh, but it seems like I'm just getting rid of all things that my husband really loves. So my husband works for a church, and every Easter they have like 1,000 lilies in these buckets that line the sanctuary, and he always brings me a few home. But the problem is that he'll bring me like 20, so I'll end up with like 20 pots sitting around, and you think you're gonna do stuff when I'm selling, but you don't always get to it. And so it just so happens that he walked into the garage when I was flipping this one too, so I just gave it a coat of paint, put some transfers on it, and I made a lemon arrangement in it, and now it's gonna have a new purpose and it's going to be home, and this is how it turned out. What do you guys think? Let me know which one was your favorite project. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to Preston Avery Design.